2 snakes, 2 of us, 1 winner.
And we do not agree at all.
No, we don't. Welcome to Battle of the Snakes. So I've got a house snake, an African house snake to be exact. I think one of the best snakes there is as a pet.
I mean, I think they're good, but I don't think they're anywhere near as good as falsies. Look at this baby. And you might be able to handle your little house snake with one hand, but I'm getting a full-on cuddle here.
So we both picked a favourite snake. Not necessarily our only favourite snakes. If Battle of the Snakes works, this is going to be a regular. We could go to a grand final eventually with all of the snakes that we keep. However, for now, let's look at some rounds and let's see if there's a winner from the African house snake, the false water cobra, for episode 1 of Battle of the Snakes.
It's going to be false water cobra.
It's going to be house snake. Round 1, handling.
Handling. Okay, well, fantastic, easy, one hand, look at me. But I'm getting a proper cuddle right now. Like, did you think you could get a cuddle from a snake? Because I'm here to show you that you absolutely can.
I can pick up a random coaster at the same time.
I mean, that's great, but I'm getting a cuddle from a snake.
I have one hand free. I could hold 2 house snakes.
Fine, but I'm getting a cuddle from a snake.
So
like,
what? Okay, let's forget the battle element. What's it like? What's it like handling the false water cobra?
Okay, I think so. I was handling false water cobras. Some would say it's not for the faint of heart. I don't know whether we've just gotten really, really lucky and ended up with 3 very well-behaved false water cobras. But I find that their intelligence leads to really fun handling sessions, really enriching handling sessions as well, where you feel like you've really gotten a bond with the snake.
So you don't think I have a bond with the house snake?
Well,
because
no, I think
this handling...
You absolutely do. You absolutely do.
They're inquisitive. They're like having a miniature retic. They've got similar eyes. Obviously not related in any way, but they've got similar eyes. They've got similar intelligence. Not spoiling the next round. They're just fascinating to hold. And also you can do it one-handed. I don't think there's a winner for round 1.
I mean, I think there's a winner for all the rounds, and I think you know the answer to this, and it's going to be falsies. But I can appreciate, especially when you said they're a pocket-sized retic, because that is very, very cool. I think the one thing that puts me off retics is the size, because I've not got that much space, and the space I do have, I'm reserving for falsies.
So that's looking at handling. What about round 2?
Fun. All snakes are fun. This is the thing. All snakes are fun.
I mean, are they? Let's look at ball python. Let's do that in another video.
I think the intelligence of the false water cobra is almost unmatched.
However, we may have just found the winner for round 2, which is fun.
Fun.
So I think the African house snake is beautiful. The iridescent colour and everything about them is absolutely stunning. But maybe for fun, I think you may have won.
It's got to be a falsie. It's got to be. They're just so active, so alert, so curious. I've never had a boring handling session with a false water cobra.
Well, the bit I'm finding amazing right now is that in our round 1 for handling, you had a hyperactive false water cobra who was wrapping around your neck. We're now talking about fun, and she's decided to fall asleep.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing, Florence?
Yeah. Oh, bless her. And do you know what? I think the really, really fun thing with them is they look so intimidating. And then you get to learn your snake and you get to learn your falsie, and they are just the sweetest little pieces of wet spaghetti.
I don't know if it comes much sweeter than that, though. I don't know if I can declare this one a winner for fun. I'd say for handling, for a lot of people, they would probably be better. No, the house snake would be better for a lot of people.
Right, yeah.
Not for you, not for me, not for experienced
definitely not for me.
But for a lot of people, the house snake may be better.
Yes.
For fun,
yes,
I think Morgan has won this round. Let's look forward to episode 2 when I will try and outdo her with a much different snake. I may go Crebo and stick you with a ball python. So
do you know what?
Let's fix the results.
I think ball pythons are going to be my wild card.
Oh, whatever. Let's have a look at round 3 then. Intelligence.
I mean, we know we don't even need to have this conversation. She's a clever baby.
You say that, And yes, I agree with you. You know my feelings about false water cobras. However, these snakes basically adopted us as people. They're called house snakes because they literally moved into people's houses. Obviously, before people and houses were around, they didn't. But these literally moved into people's houses to get shelter. And their return of the deal is that they will have rodent control. So all around Africa or the Cape, where you've got the Cape house snake, you've got these amazing guys who basically live and they pay their rent by catching rodents.
Oh, that's very cool.
So these guys are intelligent because they decided to move into our turf.
I mean, I'd argue that Krueger here is the most intelligent of them all because he has found a way of bypassing paying the rent with catching rodents, and he gets you to catch them for him now.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe.
He's domesticated you.
So
This is
so
true.
does the false water cobra. So where are we going with intelligence?
I think generally we are going with people underestimate how intelligent snakes are in general.
Yes.
I think a lot of people think they are so stupid. And I think for me, falsies really were the snake that showed me how clever snakes can be. Their intelligence is a lot more obvious than, like, let's say, the likes of a hognose.
As much as we love hognoses, we really can't.
Yeah.
I may stick you with a hognose just so I win round 3 next time. I'm a big fan of the house snake. I absolutely adore them. I think if you saw our video from a couple of weeks ago about the African house snake, you would know just my feelings on them. But if you saw our false water cobra videos, you'd also know. If you want to see more of our videos, I'd recommend subscribing because we've got regular content and it's coming out weekly, and we just want to share it with you. We get serious. We talk about things that other channels don't necessarily want to talk about. However, we also have a lot of fun and a lot of arguments that actually end up maybe persuading the other person that actually the other person is right quite a lot of the time.
Yeah.
As we did a couple of days ago via messaging before when we were planning this month's videos. It all goes a bit crazy, but works out in the end.
It really does.
So any subscribes, amazing.
And you get to see more of these really cool animals.
And many more. What's round 4, Morgan?
Round 4 is care.
And housing.
And housing and the requirements you need. Now, I mean, as much as I love falsies, I've got to give the house snake this one. Yeah, the care requirements, the size of space that you need for falsies is a little bit mad, to be honest.
So I'm going to jump in and defend the false water cobra.
Okay.
Because your false water cobra is female.
Yes,
so yes,
I mean,
the sexual dimorphism means that the female is much bigger. However, if people wanted a male false water cobra, there is potential that you don't need to go as crazy.
Yes.
But they do need a large water source, a large bowl to soak in. They need enrichment. They need a huge tank in comparison to probably the winner for this round for most people, unless you want a really amazing display tank for a falsie. I think the winner has to be the house snake for this round. Yeah.
Although, if you are looking for a display tank that has a snake in it that you will get to see often, falsie wins, hands down. I mean, Suze is more out than she is in, to be honest.
Same with Florence and Nando.
Yeah. I mean, the first day I got Suze home, I expected her to spend a good week hidden, settling in. The next morning I came downstairs and she was out looking, going, oh, what's going on? Who's this? What's this space?
But generally, for most people, a smaller tank. So for the house snake, you are only looking at maybe 3-4 foot. You're looking at something just a more acceptable size for most homes. So I think the winners are very undecided for each round, but possibly for housing, you need to decide what the winner is for you based on your home requirements and what you can actually afford to do. So I think ultimately, is there a winner for that round?
Yeah, false. No. Oh, I thought you were about to say, is there a winner for this whole thing?
No, you're skipping ahead.
I am, because I've just got falsies on the brain.
Yes, she has. That's coming up right now. Is there a winner? If you saw Battle of the Lizards, you'd know that we don't.
Falsies. There's the winner. It's always the winner.
House snake. Do you know what? I was going to be nice. I was going to actually say there is no winner because both of us win, and the only winner is you because you get into the most impressive snakes that you could imagine. But now she's decided to do that behind my back. Let's be honest and say that the house snake is probably the clear winner.
No, falsies. Falsies, falsies, falsies. Just look at her little face.
Ultimately, there isn't a winner. it's what works for you,
Yeah.
and it's what is the best snake for you. We just want to do this for fun and to mix content up a little bit and show off some different snakes and talk about different snakes and give us the opportunity to do so. Because we only get one filming day a month together, and it's just nice to be able to work and interact with different snakes. Speaking of which, over the next month or two, we'll be heading to Morgan's house to look at hognoses, which is going to be one hell of a lot of fun.
And you are going to meet quite possibly the most spoilt prince of a hognose you will ever meet in your life. So stay tuned, give us a like and a subscribe, and we will catch you at mine very, very soon.
See you soon. Hello. If you want to see more of these snakes and the rest of the snakes in the reptile room, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you soon.